This month, September 2021, is now on track to be the deadliest month in the coronavirus pandemic since February. So far, more than 32,000 Americans have died from COVID in September. An average of 2,000 people are dying every day, numbers we haven't seen since the winter surge. Nationwide, cases are starting to decline, but the overall infection rate is still high. And COVID is far from going away. That's especially the case in Iowa, where the Des Moines Register says, on average, someone reported positive for COVID-19 about once every 50 seconds over the past 7 days. Joining me now from Des Moines is NBC News correspondent Ellison Barber. Ellison, good morning. So first, just tell us, with numbers like that, how are hospitals doing across the state?
They're under pressure. I mean, resources, personnel, those things are limited, and they are seeing jumps in infection rates in this state that they really have not seen since January. When you look at hospitalizations, 90%, according to the state's health department, of people who are in ICUs in this state because of COVID-19 are unvaccinated. Statewide, about 65% of Iowans over the age of 18 are fully vaccinated, but the numbers they're seeing right now are raising a lot of eyebrows and worrying a lot of health officials. Savannah?
Absolutely. And now that's kind of the bigger, broader picture. And let's talk about some of these individual stories. I mean, I know that you spoke with a woman whose husband died of COVID even after getting the vaccine, even as people who were taking it seriously, wearing masks, doing all the right things. What did she tell you about her experience?
Yeah, she told us that she and her husband, Gary, they attended a gathering about a month ago, early August, and that there were a lot of people there. She said it was indoors. No one wore masks. They were fully vaccinated, but others were not. Both she and her husband had pre-existing conditions, but they'd been fully vaccinated for months. They say that they came into contact with someone who was not vaccinated, and both of them got sick. In all, they say about a dozen people attending this event contracted COVID-19. Ardith, Gary's wife, she survived after getting sick. Her husband, Gary, did not. She and Gary's immediate family, they are angry because they feel like this was entirely avoidable. And in their obituary, they made it very clear how Gary got sick, writing this in part, quote, Gary's life was unnecessarily cut short. He was one of several victims recently infected from an unmasked, unvaccinated person. Here's more of what his wife told us. Did you ever have a moment where you thought, well, why did we even bother getting vaccinated if this was still going to happen? How come?
No, I'm still alive. And everybody thought it would kill me. I have family members that don't agree with me. And I guess that's their right. But Gary and I had rights too. And he doesn't have them anymore. So I just want people to listen and maybe change their minds about how they feel.
And she told us she and Gary's children are trying to use this opportunity to encourage others to get vaccinated. And if they're not vaccinated, to follow the protocols that we know help prevent the spread. She says she and her family, they wish they'd never attended that event. Gary was 77 years old, but his wife said he had so much more life to live. Savannah, his newest grandson was born days after he passed away.
Oh, Ellison, that is just heartbreaking to hear. Thank you so much for your reporting.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.